All right. Okay, so welcome to the team. This is going to be your new distributor training, okay? So we are going to go over everything from our back office to our team page to your website to some posting tips to literally everything that you need. So in this video, you can start, stop, you can go back. Everything you need is going to be in one spot, okay? So what I'm going to do first is, when you first signed up, you will have received an email from ItWorks that's going to have your distributor ID and then whatever password it is that you set. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take that information, and I'm going to show you where to put that. So let me just share my screen real quick. Okay, so this is our website. So our web address, which would also have been emailed to you, is esuite.myitworks.com. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to type that distributor ID and your password, and then you're going to hit login. Okay. So right when you log in, mine doesn't quite look like that because I signed up a long time ago. But right when you first log in, there is going to be a red banner right here that says, click me for tax information. That's where you're going to want to verify the tax information that you inputted when you signed up. Okay, that has to be done in order for you to be paid. So that's going to be step number one and what you need to do first. Okay. The next thing that you need to do, or where you may find information, is settings. So settings is going to be where you find all the other info about yourself. So if you need to change your address, you need to change your website, you want to change your billing profile, if you need to change any of that stuff, this is where you're going to do it, okay? So your settings is going to have phone numbers, email addresses, your billing profile, login, your websites, any sort of notifications, and then of course, tax forms. So anything that you need is going to be in settings, all right? The next thing that you're going to want to look at once you finish that is going to be the Training Academy, okay? So we're going to click on the Training Academy. Now mine looks a little bit different because I'm a little farther along. For you, you will have only available the new distributor training. So our awesome corporate office puts together trainings so that when you reach certain levels in the business, it's specific to you guys, okay? And these are brand new. They actually just rolled out not too long ago. And so as a newbie, you will have these tabs. And you don't have to go through all of them, and you don't have to do them all on the same day. But this just kind of helps you get started with some of like the lingo we talk about, some of the forms that we use. It explains our steps to success system. And so it makes everything super simple, straightforward, and easy for you to find, okay? So if we go under Let's Get Started, it's going to be a quick few-minute video. It'll introduce some people from our corporate team, our new distributor checklist, which is also a video, and then you can download some stuff. Now, not all of this stuff you're going to use. I will actually go over an alternative method to the hundreds list if you don't want to use this one. If you are a computer person like myself and you want like an electronic copy of maybe like your potential list or people that you're thinking about having join your business, I will show you how to do that. And we also have them in multiple languages. So if you are talking to somebody that speaks Spanish, we have that available for you too. Okay, so there are a few other steps. And as you go through the business, you may need to use these, but you probably won't use all of them right away. But here they are, okay? All right, some other important places in eSuite that I'd like you to look at if you need to find something. Our document library has everything. So if you want information on the compensation plan, if you want information on our policies, information on our products, you can find all of that in the document library. So when you click on the document library, it's going to have everything available. And there are a lot of files, so it does take just a teeny second. You can actually change the language too. So if you need to change it to Spanish, you can. And so it has all the different options. So if you commissions, events, forms, we do have a gives back program, so it's part of our nonprofit, but these are all of the things and documents and stuff that we have. So if you need to find something, this is where you're going to find it. These are all corporate released items, okay? So this is our back office. This is that eSuite subscription, that $20 a month website fee that was talked to you when you first enrolled. So you have your first 30 days of all of this for free. And then after that, it's $20 a month if you're in the US. They're different for different countries. So just depending on where you signed up. And that's going to include your back office, all your reports, all your tracking, and then the website that you can actually send people to sign them up. Okay. I also want to show you how to or where to go when it is time to either place an order or to sign somebody up. Okay. So you're in eSuite. You just go to orders. Okay. So this screen right here is if you want to place an order for yourself. So let's just say, you want apparel, or you want to add maybe some Blitz cards or business cards or anything for your personal business, or you'd like to try some of the products. This is where you can do that at. Okay. So you can thumb through, you can see all of the different products in their different categories, right? In your new distributor training, it is going to go over what BV is, but to briefly explain it, BV is a value that's assigned to each product, and that is what we actually get paid off of. So for example, the wraps cost $59 for our loyal customers and our distributors, and the value assigned to that is $54. So when you're looking at commissions and stuff, this is what we're paid off of. Okay? So there's all this. Now, you've gotten your first loyal, you need to sign someone up. You just go right here to enroll new customer. And this is the screen where you can enroll either a new customer or a new distributor in either language or in any country that we're in. Okay, so you can do everything right from your back office. Super simple. I'll kind of walk you through a little bit. So that's why I said you might want to keep this video handy so that you can kind of go through it. So they're broken up by sections. Okay, so you'll just click on whatever theirs is. We'll pick body wraps. Okay, it sets them up automatically for their auto ship, which you can go in and change at a later date if you need to. Okay, and then all you do is type in their information. So you just go through, you plug in all the customer's information, whatever they decide is their password, shipping information, credit card information, and then their electronic signature. Same thing goes for distributor. You do need slightly different information, but that's the screen to do it. Okay, awesome. So this is our back office. It is super simple to use. Okay, the next place I'm going to take you guys is our team page. The team page is going to be the next most important place for you guys to go. That's where you're going to find corporate approved before and afters. That's where you're going to see team contests. That's where you're going to see announcements, important bulletins, stuff like that, where you're going to get information from us. So you will have been added to, it's called The Good Life. Okay, it's going to look like this. Okay, now I want to just kind of show you guys where to go. All right, so when you're in this page, there are a few places. The first thing is photos. If you go to photos and you go to albums, you will find all the corporate approved before and afters. So these are a database of all of our team's corporate approved before and afters from ourselves, our customers. This is what you guys can use to share with all of your friends, your family, your social media accounts. So this is where you go. So you can just click on that, save them to your phone, save them to your computer. That's where you're gonna go. There's also another one, and that is for product photos and product templates. So they are other ones that you can use for social media type advertising, but they're not before and afters, okay? So you wanna make sure when you're advertising our products that you only use corporate approved before and afters. The reason for that is we want to make sure that we are advertising people that actually used our products and that have said it's okay to use their photo. Okay, so that's why it's super important to use those. The next important place is files. If you go to files, you can see there are a bunch of different charts. There's a bunch of different checklists, some stuff on taxes. There's an Excel sheet you can use if you don't like the PDF. So these are our most frequent places, okay? Okay, next is discussion. And this is where you guys are gonna see our pinned post, okay? So right now, whatever contest the team has going, so the opportunity that you have to earn either extra money or extra gifts is always gonna be at the very top. It will say pinned post, okay? And so that will always have whatever the team's contest is. After that, everything else are all posts from the team, okay? Examples of conversations, ways to talk to people if we do extra trainings. So this is where all that info is gonna be, okay? So it's really super simple. You guys aren't gonna be added to like 5 million pages, it's literally just one. So those are gonna be your guys' sources of information, okay? Okay. So this is our 4 loyal customers in 72-hour plan, okay? So this is gonna push you out of your comfort zone a little bit, all right? You just started this business, and what I want you to do is write down mom, dad, cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, coworkers, every close friend that you have on Facebook, Instagram, people in your phone, all of the people that you're very close with. So gather up about 30 to 40 people that you're close with, and you're going to send this message, okay? I actually am going to share my screen so you can see this message. Okay. So what we're gonna say is, we're gonna say right here, okay, I am so excited. I just started a new business to help make a little bit of extra money for our family. I am wondering if you would be willing to do me a favor. I need pics for my portfolio. You can try any product I have for 3 months, even change products each month and take before and after pictures for my portfolio. You won't have to pay full price. I will give you my discount. Can I count on you for support? Okay, I want to break this message down real quick. 1, this is going to to people that you know and are close with. Okay, you did just start this business and you are very excited, all right? And you do need, customers for your own portfolio. Our loyal customer program is a minimum of 1 product a month for 3 months. And so this allows them to do that. They can have a different product each month. And anytime that I message somebody, I always end in a question. And that's because they're more prompted to answer and to respond, okay? So in between this, you may get some, depending on what people say, there are some additional examples of how the conversation may go, okay? But if you truly talk to every single person that you know and are close with, you will have your 4 loyal customers in 72 hours. And the company generally has some reward for your first 4 loyals. Sometimes it's free product, sometimes it's a drawing, sometimes it just depends on what it is. So the first 4 loyal customers are super important, okay? So that's something that you wanna do right away, all right? So once you've gone through your e-suite, you've poked around, you've watched this video a few times, you've gone past that segment. Once you've kind of gone past the Facebook group, you're like, okay, cool. You guys got past that. Now it is time to sit down and to send that message to the people that you are closest with, okay? And if you read through, this is also in our files that I just showed you in our Facebook page, okay? So when they ask what kind of products you have, you can send them this. I still need someone for wraps to firm, tone, and contour, greens for detox, HSN for hair and nail growth, and fat fighters to take after meals to absorb fat and carbs from your food. Which sounds like what you would prefer? The reason that I picked those 4 is because they are generally our most popular, and those are generally the ones that people like to start out with. So they'll pick one of those, and then from that, when they choose, you will give them prices like this, okay? It will say, wraps are $99 retail, so you would get them for $59 with the 90-day product test, which is my discount, just need before and after pics, okay? So you're gonna do that. It's gonna feel repetitive, which is totally fine because I have that same conversation over and over and over again. And the more you have the same conversation, the more consistent and the more comfortable you'll feel about it, okay? I want to know, if they don't want to help, you know, that's fine. Put them on, you can put them on a schedule, or we'll go over some organization tips a little bit later on. But this method will help you get those 4 loyal customers in those 72 hours if you truly message everybody that you are close with. So this is how you're going to accomplish your first goal, okay? So this is our newbie setup, all right? Okay, so now, all right, so you sent your messages out to your closest people, okay? Now what, right? So what I wanna do is I wanna help you get organized from the get-go, okay? Because if we can get organized from the beginning, we're gonna do some post suggestions and then how to start growing your network from the moment that you start. This is gonna save you a lot of frustration and a lot of time in the end, okay? So what I wanna talk to you guys about is what I call an organization power hour. It's really not gonna take you an hour. It'll probably take you about 20 minutes, if that. But that's what we call them. Okay, so, all right, so the first thing you're gonna do, once you start a social media based business, you can generate a lot of notifications. So what I want you to do, and I'm gonna show you how to do that right now, is in our team page, in that team page I showed you, I'm gonna show you how to do it on a phone since most of us do work on a phone. Okay. So if you're in our team page, I wanna make sure that you don't miss anything on our page, okay? So you're gonna wanna go to info, and you're gonna go to notification settings, and you're gonna go to all posts, okay? This way you don't miss anything, okay? Because the only stuff we post on the team page are the stuff that we really, really need you guys to see, okay? Now, for all your other groups, and I don't know how many groups that you guys are involved in, but my suggestions are for things that you're not, you know, gonna actively build and have friends in, maybe moms groups and stuff that, you know, you actually know people, those ones you're gonna wanna keep. But like buy sell groups, like if you're in like yard sale groups, those are gonna be the ones that you're gonna want to turn notifications off, okay? So you'll click that. And this will help not clog up your Facebook feed, okay? Because you wanna make sure that you're able to get notifications for the specific things that you need to see, which is gonna be like friends, people that you need to talk, you need to talk to, stuff for the team, stuff like that, okay? So that's the kind of stuff that you want to see. So all of those buy sell groups or other groups that are on Facebook that are not going to be for your business necessarily or for your family, you're gonna want to unfollow those. So you can stay in them, but I would silence it so that you can kind of, cut down on the clutter, okay? So that's this first step right here. Okay, go to your group section, all right? The next thing I want you guys to do is we're going to create Facebook friends lists, all right? It takes 2 seconds. The reason for that is because it helps keep you very organized. And as your business grows and it builds, it helps you post to just those people, or it helps you interact with just those people. And maybe you have friends and family that don't want to see certain things, and they don't have to. So we want you to create at least 2 friends lists, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that right now, all right? You have to do it on a computer, okay? So let me grab my Facebook, okay? All right, so you're going to go to your Facebook. Oops. Okay, you're going to go to your Facebook. You're gonna scroll to where it says, you see how it says explore? You're gonna go to see more. Okay, and then you're gonna go where it says friends lists. Okay, now Facebook sets up friends lists for you. Okay, so it will set up ones like, these are some of the ones that set up for me, like UNLV, Cornell College, like these are the Las Vegas area, like these are the ones that set up for me, okay? These ones right here are ones that I set up. They have like a little blue thing, okay? To create a list, you just click create list, okay? Now you can name it whatever you want, but we refer to everything as PLC, which stands for potential loyal customer. So that can kind of keep organized all the people that you think will end up being customers. And then the other one is going to be PDT, which is potential distributor. And those are all the people that you want on your team. Those are all the people that you think, you'd like to see working side by side with you, okay? You can do an optional third one, and that may be at a later date, but it's optional. And I have, it's called Dream Team. It's basically the people that you're like, you know what? Like, this is who I see doing this with me. And that might be your sister, that might be your cousin, that might be somebody that you're like, I see this person and I see them doing it with me. All right, so you're gonna click create list. The screen's gonna pop up. You're going to list whatever the name is. Let's just list name, we'll just put hi. And then you can start adding people if you want to, or once the list is created, okay, once the list is created, I will show you how to add someone to it. So I will go to this person. Okay. Okay. So you're on someone's Facebook. You're going to go to friends, and you can do this on your phone too. Oops. You go to friends, add to list, and then you just click, and it will add them to the list. Okay? The next thing I want to do is, in your eSuite new distributor training, corporate talks about a hundreds list. And what that means is it's just a database of people in your business or people that you think could be in your business. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is print your Facebook friends list. That is actually your customer database, okay? When you first start this business, everybody on your Facebook are people that you know. Those are people that are your actual potentials. Okay, so this is step-by-step how to do that. From your computer, you will click on the lock at the top right corner, see more settings. This is a step-by-step how to walk you through how to print your friends list, okay? There are two ways to do this. Okay, so print your friends list. This is step-by-step exactly how to do that, okay? You are gonna use that to build your network. You're gonna use that for pretty much everything we do in this business, okay? Me personally, I like to use it in Excel. And so I explain you can either print or you can open it, copy paste into Excel, okay? The reason I like it in Excel is because you're gonna add people, delete people, move people, and it allows you to make changes. If you print it, you'll probably have to print it more than once, okay? So that's my suggestion. You don't have to, but that's my suggestion. So that will take you a few minutes. You can have that running in the background, all right? The next thing I want you guys to do is to set alarms or reminders in your phone. The reason I suggest this is because we're all busy. Some of us work full-time jobs, some of us are stay-at-home moms, and I think that organization is super important, and it allows us to not feel like we have to be strapped to our phone the whole day. In my experience, working your business in short, concise time has been extremely effective. Okay, these are examples of my alarms, but when you're first starting out, you don't need all of these, all right? But what I wanna do is I wanna show you how to actually set an alarm. I have an iPhone, so your phone may be different, but I want to show you how to actually do that, okay? Okay, so for an iPhone, you're going to go to reminders. So to create a new one, you're going to click create. You're going to type in whatever you want it to be. So my first one is at 6 in the morning. I wake up like a half an hour before my kids, and I'm going to do like a morning post, and that's going to be at 6 in the morning. That's not going to take me much time. It's going to take me like 5 minutes. And then I go about my day. I do my stuff with my kids, okay? And then at about 7:30, I have a different one. And so your schedule may look different, which it probably will. But this is just an example, okay? Required power or alarms to have on there, you need at least 2 It Works related posts. So you need to remind yourself at least twice a day to post about your business, especially when you're first starting out, at minimum two times. You need a reminder called the letter of the day, and I will explain that in just a second. And then you need a reminder for messaging, which should, when you're first starting out, takes you about maybe 15 to 20 minutes, maybe. And then one called creating content, which I'm also going to go over. Okay? Now, okay, so once you're in here, you're going to click remind me on a day. You'll click whatever time you want to set that to. The repeat will be daily, and then I set mine to like super important. What happens on an iPhone, I'm not sure how the other ones work, is once you click that you've done that task, it will reset it for the next day. So it reminds you, so you can set it for Monday through Friday or however you want it to look. But this is going to help you, and this is going to allow you to only focus when you need to focus. So you're not kind of like all scattered, okay? If you need help creating alarms or reminders, or you're not sure how your day should look, contact the person who enrolled you, and they will be more than happy to help you. And if for some reason you can't get a hold of them, you can find me and I will help you. Okay? Next, this is the last part of staying organized. And I know it seems like a lot, but in the long run, this is going to save you guys a lot of time, because very quickly you're going to end up having like a lot of stuff. Photo albums. I have 12,000 pictures on my phone. I've been in this business 2 years, and very quickly you can generate a lot of pictures. So what I want to do is show you how to split up your photos. Like I said, I have an iPhone, so we're gonna do it on that. Okay, so on an iPhone, you're gonna go to albums. You're gonna click add, and then you're gonna name the album. You're gonna have one for before and afters and one for lifestyle. So all of those pictures from our team page that you added to your phone that were corporate approved before and afters, you are gonna put inside that album. So when it comes time to make a post, or you're talking to a friend or a family member and they're interested in a product, you can actually send them a picture of someone's before and after. It'll be right there, right on your fingertip. Very nice and organized. You don't have to go shuffling through your phone. It's super quick and it's super easy, okay? So all the organization tips, they might seem like a lot on paper, but they're gonna take you guys about 5 minutes to actually do and implement. And once you implement them in the long run, it's gonna save you a tremendous amount of time, all right? So the next thing I want to move on to is actually working our business. We've sent out those first initial messages to all the people that we know. We've worked on getting those first 4 loyal customers. And so now, if the actual network marketing stuff comes into play, okay? On our team page, every morning, I make a post called the letter of the day. What this post is going to do is it's going to help you work all of your social media interactions, growing your network, cleaning out your Facebook, all in the same 1 hour. When you first start the business, it's likely going to take you a lot less than an hour. It's probably going to take you about 30 minutes, depending on how large your friends list is, okay? So that's what I want to go over. All right. That's going to be right here, okay? Letter of the day, power hour. So let's just say that day's letter is H. On the printout or the Excel sheet of your friends list that you have, you're going to go to the letter H. You're going to go to all of those people's pages. You're going to like, comment, and interact with them. You're going to find something that you can relate to. Something like, maybe you haven't talked to them in a really long time, especially when we're brand new. I don't know if you realize that you don't see all of your friends on your Facebook. You don't see them. And so this gives you the opportunity to reconnect with some people that you have not reconnected with, okay? So look for something that that you can interact with that's genuine, okay? If there's people on your Facebook that are not active, maybe they're spammy, or you just realize that you don't have anything in common with them, you don't really want them on your page, this is where it's a good opportunity to remove people, because you will very fastly grow your market and then you'll run out of space. If you have any other It Works distributors on your team, that is the perfect time to unfollow someone, because you want to make sure that the people that you see on your Facebook timeline are your potentials. So how to unfollow someone, and I'm just going to go to the first person that's on my timeline. Actually, I'll go to my husband. Okay, so if you're on somebody's Facebook, you just go to following, and then you can click unfollow or see first. Okay, so just go to unfollow, and then you're still friends with them, but you don't necessarily see them on your live feed. And so that works out perfect. When I'm doing the letter of the day, I don't talk to anyone about It Works. Like I'm really just building relationships with people. I'm rekindling relationships with people. If they are new people, I'm getting to know them. So when we're first starting out, they're all people that we know. And so maybe we haven't talked to them in a really long time. They just had a baby. They just got married. Whatever the case may be, we're rebuilding and re-strengthening those friendships, okay? If your friend has their friends list available, I generally like to add maybe 2 to 3 people from their Facebook that I have less than 10 mutual friends with, okay? The reason for that is because we generally hang out with who we are like. So when we're first starting out, our entire Facebook are people that we know. And so their friends are friends of friends. And so that's really how network marketing starts. You start growing your network with the people that you know and friends of friends of friends. And that is how it ends up becoming that, okay? So usually just 2 to 3 people with less than 10 mutual friends. And I try to kind of glance to see if they're mutual friends or maybe somebody that I know is another It Works distributor. And the reason I do that is because I do not want to, be talking to the same person another distributor is talking to. I don't want to do that. So if you think this person, you've been talking to this person for a long time, or you're right on this person's page during your power hour and you're liking and commenting and you're just building that relationship with them, maybe if they're old friends and you're making thoughtful interactions, you can message them. How have you been? I haven't seen you in so long. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since graduation. How's life been? If you feel like a good vibe from them and you think that they would be amazing in this business, add them to your potential distributor list. If you think that they would be super amazing, add them to your dream team list. And this will kind of help keep you organized in the type of people that you want in your business. Same thing goes for somebody, let's say they post on their Facebook about, wanting to lose weight. You can add them to your potential loyal customer list and know that, all right, I'm gonna offer my product to these people. So this letter of the day, power hour right here, is gonna help accomplish so many things in one simple hour. So this is a requirement to work your business every single day, okay? If you have to break it up in 2 half hours, that's fine, but this is something that you need to do every day, because how Facebook works and how the algorithm works is you need to be relevant. And you can't be relevant if you're not interacting and being social with people. So this is super, super important. And I want to set you up for success right away and immediately. Okay. So after you send out those first 30 messages to all the people that you know and you're really close to, the next most important thing besides being organized is growing that network. And this is how you do it. That letter of the day. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is creating content. What I call creating content looks different at each rank. When you're first starting out, our team page, you can go to any of our leaders or your team page, and you can copy and paste any of our posts, okay? What I do is I save them to my phone. I go to notes, oops. And I have like different little sections, okay? So I have like LC ones, lifestyle, personal. I have ones that just help like just for men because my husband works the business. And so you don't have to organize it like that. It makes it easier for me. But if you see posts that you're like, oh, I really like this, save that to your phone so it's right there on your fingertips. I usually work on this when I'm laying in bed, like right before I'm going to go to sleep. And it's super easy. All I do is I look at other posts, and if I like that post, then I'll just change the words a little bit so that it sounds like me. The reason for that is because Facebook, if it's already been posted, Facebook knows. So you want to make it sound like you. So that's it. That's all you have to do is just copy what we're already using, change the words around a little bit, okay? What people really want to hear and what's super important, and I think something you need to do right away, is the posts that you must have handy are, like this is original content, is your why. Like, why did you join this business? And when you're first starting, that's what you're talking about. I joined this business because, we wanted extra money to send Jimmy to private school, or we wanted extra money to put gas in the car. We wanted to pay our credit card bill off. And that's what people want to hear about. People want to hear about what it is that you're doing. And don't be afraid to talk about your goals. Like, what are your goals this month? Like, you know what, this month I want to be able to pay for Christmas in cash. Or maybe you are saving up for your kids' birthdays or want to do birthday parties. Like, those are things that people want to hear about. And then as your story grows, you're going to want to talk about your accomplishments and not be afraid to do that. Okay. So when you help those first 4 people start their products, give yourself a pat on the back. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to do that. Okay. So those are some of those original content that are personal to you that you will have in your phone that you'll likely use over and over again. All right. Oops. Okay. So creating content, this is a picture business. So creating content also means maybe like once or twice a month, taking pictures of yourself, maybe snapping pictures of your kids while you guys are at the park, and you guys can use these over, multiple times. Just having photos handy. I normally dress just like this. About once a month, I'll put a full face of makeup on and I'll take selfies and I'll change my shirt about 4 or 5 times. Okay. And that's pretty much it. So that is it. I know it seems like a lot, but once you implement these very few little things in your business, it will be 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. It's very quick and very easy. So to briefly recap, you want to make sure you log into eSuite. You want to make sure you log into your team page. You want to make sure, very important, that you message those first 30 to 45 people that you know and you're very, very close with. After that, letter of the day. You want to make sure that you do your organization, letter of the day. We want to grow that network right from the very beginning. We want to implement organization right from the very beginning. I want you to be successful. I want you to feel comfortable, and I want you to be less frustrated, okay? If you guys have any questions, comments, something that you saw in this video you're not sure about, please contact your enroller. If for some reason you can't get a hold of them, you can always find me. I'm pretty much available all day long. You guys can start, stop, watch this video multiple times, have it handy.